In today's episode of Value on My Toy Collection, we're going to value some really cool Playskool, familiar places, and a bunch of Fisher-Price little people. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in and start valuing these really cool toys. First, we have a Playskool McDonald's set from the 70s. And we still have the box, and it's worth about $150. And then we have the Familiar Places Texaco station. It's not complete, so it's worth about $40. And then we have 4 sets of extra cars and people, and the cars are worth about $5 each, and the people about $3. So that's another $44 we can add to our total. And then we have this really cool Kentucky Fried Chicken playset from the 70s, and it is complete, and it's worth about $150. And then we have 2 extra cars that go to that playset, so they're worth about $8 each. That's another $16. And then here's what that KFC playset looks like out of the box. Now above it we have a complete set of Sesame Street figures and the playset, and it's got a lot of extra figures in it as well. And this is worth about $100. This doesn't go to that playset, but it is a Cookie Monster in a van, and he's worth about $8. Now let's go down to the very bottom where we have this Holiday Inn Familiar Places playset. And I don't think it's complete, but it has a lot of the pieces that do go with it, and it's worth about $100. And we even have the original box in the back. I just need to tape it back together to make it a square again, but it's pretty hard to find the original boxes for those 70s playsets. All right, let's go down to this bottom shelf where we have a lot of Fisher-Price little people items. We'll just start off with this regular school bus. It's worth about $22 in this condition. And let's see what else we can find. Here, this is really cool. This is the motorhome, and it does have the boat on the top. And without the people, just the motorhome and boat, that's worth about $50. And then on top of our houseboat, we have a little swing set. The swing set's worth about $10. Now, I always wanted this houseboat. I think it's so 70s and so cool, and it's worth about $35. Next up, we have this little Happy Hoppers. It's worth about $21. And Daisy, my helper, hates this thing. Every time I show it to her and go after her, she runs off. She hates it. All right, next we have the castle set, and we have the original box in the back. We have all the pieces and some extra pieces, and minimum it's worth about $135. All right, next up, most people recognize this. It's the barn set, and we have several extra characters and pieces with it. So all of this is worth at least $100. We have several extra tractors and carts and a horse and people, and altogether these are worth about $52. Each of these little people are worth about $3 each is what we're going to average. The little collie dogs are worth about $8 each, and this gray dog is worth about $3. Then we have these little mini buses in the back, and these are worth about $10 each, so that's another $30 we can add. Next, we have these little patio tables. We're going to say $2 each because they're all cracked up and broken, which is unfortunate, but I can't throw them away. They're too cool and too vintage, so $2 each. The little vintage motorcycles and people are worth about $15 each, and all these little cars with people in them are worth about $8 each. We have this really cool camper playset with all these extra pieces worth at least $65, maybe a little bit more than that, but we're going to say about $65. And then we have the really cool vintage airport set. Now it's got a lot of pieces, extra pieces, and it needs a good cleaning, but this is worth about $90. I can't remember if this rescue helicopter and cage is little people or not, but it's worth about $18. And look, there's my helper again, Miss Daisy. These little dog figures are worth about $8 for the set, and this Stack'em dog is worth about $18. This fire truck is worth about $20, and the one right there is worth about $17. Then we have some more of these little cars with figures on them, and they're worth about $5 each for the car and $3 each for the figures. Then we have the hospital playset that's really nice, and it's got some extra pieces with it, and it's worth about $100. I love that little stretcher with the Velcro. You can put a little person on. That's pretty cool. I have the doctor and nurse figures with it, and look at the nurse. She has a little mask over her face. And then this is what the hospital looks like when you close it up. It's in really good condition. And we should have named her Nosy Nelly, but here's Daisy checking everything out. Then we have this garage playset. It's old and I love it, and it's worth about $50. And then we have a couple of the little cars that go with it. I always value all these little cars. They're about $5 each, even the fire trucks. And then hey Daisy, in my lap. This is going to be hard to videotape everything, but she wants some loving right now. It's another little car. I value those at about $5 each, and then the ambulance is worth about $8. So all the cars about $5, and then any loose little people I have, I value at about $3. Some are worth more, some are worth less, so I do that at about average. Now this car coming up that holds the 4 people, it's worth more than $5. It's worth $14. And those little telephones and stoplights are worth about $8. And this old metal Fisher-Price car is worth about $5. And then we've got the Western Town, and it's worth about $30. Then we have the pool. It's worth about $40. And look at the little diving board. It's so cute. And one of the little people has a little life preserver on. Big wheel and cars are worth about $5 each, except for that red race car. It's worth about $10. Then all the little figures are worth about $3 each. So the total just really starts getting pretty high up there when you get to add up every single thing you have. You have the snowmobile that has another piece with it. It's worth $45. And then the little patio umbrella and lounge chair is worth $13. Then all these little vehicles are worth about $5 each, and we have 5 more of those, so that's another $25. I love this vintage A-frame house, and it's worth about $60. I really always wanted one of those, and I'm glad I have one now for my collection. Let's see if I can open it. It's hard to do this stuff one-handed while you're holding your phone to videotape. All right, there's the other piece of the snowmobile. Here's a patio set worth about $8. This little table and chair is worth about $10. Some lounge chairs, they're worth about $10. A set of 4 chairs is also worth about $10. And then the little playpen's also worth $10. This stuff's kind of pricey. And 4 more chairs worth $10. And then darker chairs also worth $10. And the table's worth $10. The little baby in the stroller is worth about $8. And the little crib that rocks is worth about $4. And these little rocking horses are $4 each. Now I'm doing lots of 10. These are worth $30 because they're $3 each. And then these were a little bit more expensive. The Indian's $15, the lady with glasses is $8, the girl with the white hair is $6, and this one's worth $10. Then here's another lot of 10 that are all worth about $3 each, so that's another $30 we can add to the total. A couple more special ones, the one with the glasses, $8, the African-American girl, $20, and the girl with the white hair, $6. And then here's another set of 10 worth $30. I'm trying to go fast so I don't bore people. And then here's one more set of 10 worth $30. And then we have a little merry-go-round. It's worth about $12. And the little stroller and the rocking horse, they're worth $5 each. The table is worth $10. And the little grill is worth $7. And this 4-car vehicle is worth $14. And then these regular vehicles, like the yellow and the red one, these are all worth about $5 each, including the little green train and the other little car and then the green car. I'm going to put those in our parking garage. And then we have this little figure. I don't know if he's worth more than $3, but I just put him in this lot of 10, and I just said $30 for the lot. Pull along shoe from Fisher-Price is worth about $18. And then we have another playpen that's worth about $10. A dinette set that's worth $15. The couch is worth $10, and the orange chair is worth $5. And we have another green dinette set that's worth about $15. And these bunk bed sets are worth $10 each. Yellow high chair is worth about $6. And then this is the brown and white home, the house, and it's worth about $35, maybe a little bit more, but that's what it looks like closed up. They have some newer Fisher-Price toys. All these Barbie sets, they're brand new and they're worth about $12 each. And then we have this service set, which is crazy. It's worth about $50. You see, I paid $4 for it. The flamingo is worth about $18 now. And Kobe and the rabbit are worth $22 now. The girl with the riding horse, she's worth about $20. And Tessa and Kitty's also worth about $20. And the grandparent set, it's hard to find, but worth about $20. And the boy in the motorcycle is also worth $20. And this 4-car pack's worth $30. So, their previous 383 videos of value on my toy collection, our collection was worth $952,831. Now, when we did this video of all of our Fisher-Price Little People toys and some of our vintage Playskool toys, we can add another $2,695 to our overall grand total. So what that means is for episode 384 of Value in My Toy Collection, our overall grand total now is $955,526. Now that's so impressive to me, and I've got a lot more toy videos to make, so I'm going to see if my toy collection is going to be worth $1 million or not. I just really want to be able to say I have $1 million toy collection, even though I'm not a millionaire. I've just been saving these toys all my life, going to garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, toy stores, and buying toys online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total over the years. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to go through all this stuff and see what I have and what it's worth, because it's just been on shelves for years collecting dust, and going through it now is almost like Christmas, seeing what all I have. So if you want to see everything I have, I put the toys online on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi. That's our Facebook page. So until our next video, guys, we will see you then.